What's up, guys? My name is Zach Harith. Thanks for checking my channel out. We are back today looking at a flip that I completed back in September. So we're gonna run through some numbers, how I financed the deal, and how we got it from start to finish in about 40 days, and ultimately why some of my clients potentially lost out on about $23,000. So we're gonna jump over to the computer, but first, feel free to check out my YouTube, my Instagram. Let's connect, like, subscribe, share my content. If you're interested in more real estate information, I'm your guy. So let's check it out. Okay, so it all started on this property right here. I have owned a lot of homes in this particular neighborhood, and I came across this individual who was fixing the place up in hopes to sell, and he got to the point where he was tired of spending money. Really, he wanted out of the project, so he's gonna get it fixed up enough to where he could sell it to somebody else. So I said, hey, I'm a real estate agent, I can help find you a buyer. Ultimately ended up finding him a buyer. We went under contract, and for about 2.5, 3 months, this guy kind of drug out the work, right? And it was, hey, I'll be done at this date. Well, that date came and went. The project wasn't completed. Hey, I'll be done at this date. Same thing, right? So my buyer ended up getting a little upset and said, hey, you know what? I'm done with this property. I don't want it. We're mutually releasing from the contract. I said, okay, great. I still knew it was a good deal. Went to some of my partners and said, hey, look, there's an opportunity that's coming up. I think we should move on. So that's what we did, right? So I went and raised money. We got the deal done, and we closed August 5th. So from start to finish, this project took exactly 40 days. I bought it on August 5th with some partners, and we sold it on September 14th. Like I said, all in total about 40 days. So let's dive into some of the numbers, and I can kind of give you a deeper understanding of how we did it, why we did it, and really what ended up happening. So we're gonna jump over to the computer. And so it's this property right here. Like I said, I know this neighborhood quite well just because of how many properties I've either owned, I've either helped people buy or even sell. So came across this guy, we figured out, hey, we're under contract, released from our original contract, and then entered back in. So when we got the house, this is not really a very accurate representation of what the property looked like. We'd had new windows done, and I'll show you some of the pictures when we're finished, but here's a rough look at the numbers, right? So we purchased it for $53,000. Most of the things had been done. We went in and did some small things, like we bought appliances. We kind of picked up some things where the owner didn't complete. I mean, as simple as put, so caulking windows, painting windows, some of the siding was not repaired. We had to do things to the roof. So in total, we spent almost $5 grand, but we made sure we got in there and just amped it up. I mean, we had guys from our team that were over there. We had external contractors that were going in, working on the roof, the siding. And like I said, that's what helped us get the project done so quickly. So all in total, we were at $4,844.31 to bring our total to just shy of $58,000. We ended up putting it back on the market for $88,500 or $88,750. And within about 2 days, we had a full price accepted offer. So ultimately what happened was we had given the buyer some credit. There were some things that he wanted, I think with a home warranty and things that we didn't really want to jack with. So that's where some of the sales costs came in here. So you'll see $8,014.91. That's commissions, that's closing costs, everything that goes in, that's including our credit. So that's how we arrived to that $8,000 number. So then we took our $80,485.09. That was our net from the sale, right? We subtracted that from our purchase plus our renovation costs. Again, these are very rough numbers, right? So I could go in and say, okay, hey, we paid X% to the selling broker, we paid X% to the listing broker. And one thing you have to keep in mind is, as a broker myself, or a listing broker, we were able to save ourselves some commission, right? So we're not gonna have to go out and hire a realtor. So for those of you that are agents out there, keep this in mind when you're flipping properties. You can save yourself a little bit of money when you go to sell, or even on the buy side. So that's what we did. So our gross profit there was $22,640.78. And before I bought this, I shopped this around to a couple other clients and said, hey, look, this is a pretty good deal. There's a lot of meat left on the bone still. And a lot of feedback I got was, it's too small. It's only a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. The area is not good, and rightfully so, right? So if you see here on the picture, like when someone pulls this up on Google Earth, this is what they see, right? And so it's not great, but being a local, I know the area, right? I can drive the area, I can be there. And this is where as an investor, you have to be very, very savvy about who it is that you're working with, and really trusting that individual, whether it's a broker, whether it's an agent, insurance people, lenders, whatever. You have to make sure that those contacts are good so that you can trust them. So that's kind of what we ran into here, as far as people not understanding the value or the meat that was on the bone. So once we were all said and done, these are some of the pictures as far as what it looked like. So here's the exterior, right? So we did new windows, we fixed up some of the roof, we did some landscaping, they put a new porch on the front there. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, here we go. So the kitchen, we did skylighting, we did tile, stainless steel appliances, you name it, and new carpet. We tiled the bathroom, new light fixtures. Side note, one of our team members actually fell through the roof, or the ceiling, I should say, during our renovation process. It was actually like a day before closing, so we were in there pretty late trying to get that fixed up before closing. So turned out pretty well. I think the owner is pretty happy with what they were able to pick up, but 40 days from start to finish for a quick profit of $22,000, almost $23,000 is not too bad. So again, if you're out there looking around, always trust but verify. If you feel like maybe there's a gut feeling that there's some money to be made, don't just take one opinion and run for the hills. So this was really just a quick run through. Like I said, I didn't dive into a ton of the numbers, like line item by line item. I just wanted to show you guys kind of what's out there and how I potentially look at opportunities that really come across my desk. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to do more of these, and we'll get a little more in depth with numbers and the breakdown, but this is literally just a rough kind of sketch of what it is that this deal was, just because it was so short, right? 40 days. Yeah, so that's where we're at. But appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, comment with questions. I'm always happy to help and share numbers. But till next time, guys, I'll see you at the closing table.